back to the channel. You know, it's been a minute.
It has been.
It has been. And we have just got stacks upon stacks of, you know.
Just, it's not like we don't move.
Right.
It's not like we're sitting still.
No.
So we're accumulating lots of content.
Yeah.
And we just haven't had enough time, I guess, to put it all together and get it out there.
Yeah. Part of it is we're moving a little bit more quickly this year. We'll talk about what we're doing this year, but let's not forget to just double back on a few of these things and do some of these harvest hosts. So we'll get to where we're headed in 2024 at a future video. Today, so anyway, we're Mile High Beach. I'm Alicia, my wife Pleshette.
And this is Charlie, who
Charlie.
We'll see how long he hangs out up here.
Yeah.
He's probably going to lay down and start snoring.
Yeah.
And it will be loud.
Yeah, it will. He's 14, and so he is hanging in there. He's looking, other than the fact that he needs
looking scruffy.
A little haircut.
He needs a haircut.
He's a little. Well, we all do.
Well, yeah. That's why I have a hat on.
We all do. Yeah. So today,
what are we talking about?
Today we're talking about harvest host. You know, we really enjoy our harvest host stops. Yeah. It's a way for us to keep to our 333 rule, which is 3 hours of driving, less than 300 miles, and arriving before 3:30.
Yeah. And these are approximates. This is what we strive for, just to kind of keep us to set some boundaries.
Yeah.
It's not that, sometimes we do exceed that, but we really try to stay within those boundaries.
One thing we haven't exceeded at all is getting to someplace before 3:30. We might exceed the mileage.
We might exceed mileage. We might exceed the time.
We've
never so far
gotten
to someplace after dark.
After dark, we're just
that's just
not into that.
Yeah. I mean, knock on wood.
Yeah.
That doesn't happen. But so far so good.
So far so good. So today we're going to talk about the Dirty South Barbecue House, and this is in Yuma, Arizona. And let's see. So as far as Trip Wizard is concerned, how did you work this into the...
As I've mentioned before, if you follow the channel, we use RV Trip Wizard, which is part of the RV Life suite of tools to do our route planning. And so, as we were just saying, to stay within our boundaries of the 333 rule, I typically, if I'm looking for stops, to give us a one-night stop to stay within that boundary. So for this, the harvest hosts aren't actually like a point of interest or a campground inside the tool. However, you can search for any address. And so that's what I do. I just find the address, or you can search by a business name. So I can search by business name or address and can find harvest hosts. And that's typically what I do, is look for a spot that we need to stop, and of course all the campgrounds, if you use the tool, all the campgrounds will show up, and then I can then kind of also triangulate around a harvest host. So that's exactly what I did.
And there was something I remember that was a little screwy about this one. So one point I want to make is we don't navigate from RV Trip Wizard.
We don't use the navigation in the tool because we have a RV Garmin. So that's what we use.
Yeah, that's what we use. Now, so we were coming, I don't remember whether we were going east or west, but we were on the 8 freeway. And so we had come off the 8 freeway, and there was something a little bizarre about coming off and what direction we came in. But, there was some road construction, and so that might have caused things to be a little off. We started using Waze and maps. That's never good because we're not routing for size and weight when we have to do that.
And the road construction, I think what happened, and I don't remember why this happened. I think there was to your point, the address included an east or a west. I can't remember which one it was. And the Garmin, I don't think, would find the address that we needed it to find. So if we needed it to find east, it wouldn't find east. It would only find, let's say, west. So we followed that, and it took us the wrong way. Took us in the wrong direction.
Right.
We lost again?
And we were looking around, and then I think you had called, and they had said, well, there'll be some construction. You'll see some road construction. And we didn't see any road construction. So we were kind of like, where are we? And so then it was at that point that we started trying to use Waze, and I think I tried to use Apple Maps. And, we were trying some alternatives because our Garmin wasn't going to get us there.
Yeah.
And thankfully, we knew it was on. If it wasn't at the one end, it was likely at the other end. It was just now we had to find a place to make a U-turn.
And you know what? We're 66 feet. You don't just whip a U-turn anywhere. I was trying to look at my note here, and it says something about a mile marker, but of course I can't read that. So,
and I think that was the other thing. I think when you called, they said look for a mile marker,
Whatever
and there
it
were
was.
flags, and there were several things that I think the harvest host, a host, actually tried to provide by way of directions.
Yeah. So all of that to say, the best way to find this place is to confirm the mile marker that they're on off of US 95. Just confirm that, and you'll be in good shape. We stayed there early February, so this is like the first week in February, just one night. Typical for Harvest Host. There's no hookups. This was actually a dirt surface.
Yeah, it was just it was actually their parking lot.
Yeah.
But it was a very large parking lot, thankfully.
Yeah.
So, we had room.
We had room here, and it's right next door to a farm, like a giant lettuce farm. And so thankfully we come in at the time we come in, because this is a restaurant and a bar. And so if you come in any later, the parking lot's going to be kind of full, and we wouldn't have had the room to turn around like we did.
Yeah. We actually got there at a time where
It was between feedings.
it was kind of between lunch and dinner.
Yeah.
And so even though there were cars there, the parking lot wasn't full.
Yeah.
So I was able to actually pull in, and then you went in, I think, to check us in, and I forget the young lady's name.
She was like, "Yeah, you can stay where you are."
She was told us we could stay where we are, and I after we made the U to kind of turn around in the parking lot.
Yeah.
Because she just didn't want us blocking like the street that gave you access to that farm.
Yeah.
But otherwise she was like, "Yeah, you're fine."
Yeah. And you'll find this to be the case that when you're going to places that are restaurants or whatever like that, they have a period of service, and then it could get crowded during that period. And if you're coming in at that time, it might be a little challenging to navigate where you need to be. So that's just something to think about. We typically like to come in, we typically get up and get on the road by about 9 o'clock. So we're getting to where we're going about, 1, 2, whatever.
Yeah.
So we haven't had any issues with that. Let's see here. What else here? Other amenities. So it is a barbecue restaurant. Mm-hmm. They did have inside entertaining and a nice little store. They did have, musical events and special interest events. So again, confirm with the Harvest Host wherever you're going to go so that you can make sure you can get in there with ease. Mm-hmm. It was pet friendly. What do you think, Charlie? Do you think it was pet friendly? Yeah.
Do you remember?
His memory's a little short these days. Oh, it was Piper. So they were very
Piper,
friendly. Yes, Piper was very friendly.
Yeah.
And actually, everybody there was super friendly. I mean, even at the restaurant and the store, all the when you call in for help, we made adjustments to this stay about 3 times. Remember, we had to make adjustments.
Yeah, because I think that's right, because we were changing our what was going on at our stop before we were going here, so we were changing the dates. And, I think you're right. I think we made changes like 2 or 3 times to this stop. So anyway, they were very accommodating.
Very accommodating, and easy to. One of the things I'll say about the Harvest Host is are the people easy to work with? Are they easy to connect with? Like if you need to call them or whatever, are they easy to get a hold to? Are they easy do they respond well back in the Harvest Host? These are all the things that we look for. And so far, these folks did a great job with that. This was not too far from gas station, a Pilot, truck wash, so if you need to get gas or whatever, which we
did. Yeah. And it wasn't far at all. Yeah.
No.
So we went and got filled up.
Yeah. Yeah. One thing I want to say about the lot thing, I think in the Harvest Host, it said that they had 5 spots available. There was how many RVs there?
Oh, yeah. I think there was, aside from us, there were probably 3 others. There was a truck camper.
Yeah.
There was, I think, an Airstream. There was a Class A.
Class A, yeah.
So I remember those 3 for sure.
Yeah.
And there was plenty of space.
Yeah. It was plenty.
I mean, we were parked on the complete opposite side from where kind of the other 3 were.
Yeah.
So the lot was, like I said, pretty big.
Yeah, it was pretty big. The only thing that might not have been great, this wasn't an issue for us, is if you roll up in there and it's raining, it's all dirt and mud.
Yeah.
So
it had rained.
Yes.
So
there was some.
There was mud. There wasn't. You could avoid it.
Yeah.
But there was actually still muddy spots and muddy areas. So,
Yeah.
But if it had rain the same day.
That would have been horrible.
Or rain just the day before.
Yuck.
Yeah, it would have been a mess.
So another one of those things when you're looking in the Harvest Host app, time of year, what's the weather, and what kind of RV do you have, and do you have a tolerance for that kind of sludge, should it start to rain. So we had some special moments here. It's kind of interesting for us to have a special moment.
The only thing I was going to say about the gravel is we were able to get pretty level. I think we used our blocks.
Yes.
But I think overall it was easy enough for us to get level.
Yeah, no, that's a great point, because a lot of times when you roll into these lots that are just dirt lots, it can be very difficult to level.
Yeah.
When we were at the Raleigh Red Barn, remember how we threw out our jacks and had to call Grand Design?
And we were like calling Grand Design because we had a fault on the jacks, and we were like, what's going on?
Yeah, so thankfully we were traveling on a work day, so we could call Grand Design and get somebody to help us. But yeah, always know that when you're on those kinds of surfaces, you might need your leveling blocks.
Yep.
All right, on to special moments. Yeah, so
unusual to have special moments at a Harvest Host.
it is. It's a one-night stop.
Because it's a one-night stop, right? It's not even a campground or anything like that, right?
Yep.
So
we actually ran into a couple that was heading on their way into San Diego. So we met them. They were the Class A folks, remember? And they were inside and that kind of thing. Yeah. So that was nice. We met them. And then we ran into our friends, Lance and Flo.
Yeah,
Can you believe that?
That was something else, running into them. We met them 2 years ago.
2 years
in
ago.
Colorado.
In
At Westview.
RV
Dolores.
Park in Dolores, Colorado. If you
yeah.
watch that campground review, you will see pictures of Lance and Flo from Wheeling
with the Windies. Yeah.
Yeah.
So they were staying in the area. They were over in, I think, Quartzsite.
Yeah,
and they had come over for a barbecue.
For barbecue. The barbecue here is actually
and the food
quite
was
good.
actually good. We kind of blew past that.
Well, we were getting to the top.
Okay.
Yes,
Because
yes.
the food was actually quite good.
Yeah,
but,
quite
okay,
good.
So so is that
top three
is the
and
food.
bottom three. Yeah, top three is the food.
Top three. The food was good.
The food was really good. And then they had that nice shop, which I really liked, just the little stuff that's in there. The people were very friendly and helpful. I mean, just really, really friendly. The proximity from the 8 freeway.
Was it close?
Yeah.
It wasn't, we didn't have to do a lot of,
Yeah.
if we'd have known which exit to get off of,
It would have just really been a
it would have
straight
been
shot.
really a straight shot, and we
Yeah.
wouldn't have wasted any time kind of trying to figure it out.
We wouldn't have been touring the city.
Yeah. Right.
And then it was a good sized lot. Now again, we came in at a good time. There weren't a lot of patrons of the restaurant there, so we could pull in and we could get situated without a bunch of problem. All right, bottom three.
Yeah, I can't see any of that. I didn't know I was going to have to read in this one.
So the dirt lot can be a little challenging for
yes.
getting level and if it's raining. Yes. And we mentioned this before, but the Garmin didn't quite find it. So again, calling the place, find the mile marker and just go straight there. What does this say?
So
I can't even read my own thing.
Read your own writing.
That's funny. What does it say?
Something I don't even know.
With pin. Oh, just something going on with their pin drop. If you're trying to use Waze or something else, if the pin drop is off, then you're still going to be driving around, looking for stuff. And this says, it wasn't quite clear where to park. We just really literally pulled in, swooped around.
Well, we did ask. We went in to ask. And then she said we could stay where we were.
Yeah.
But it wasn't marked. Was there a Harvest Host sign or flag or anything?
I don't remember seeing a Harvest Host sign.
I don't think there's any harvest.
Some people do have them. Many people don't.
I can't. I don't think there was.
Yeah.
So.
Because she said, remember, just park near the fence or something like that. And we're like, you can't fit over there.
Well, where she was originally telling us, you had to drive in, but there would have been no way for us to really turn around.
Yeah.
We'd have had to try to back out, which I'm not trying to do that.
No, or that wouldn't have worked.
So.
Well, and so what do you think about this one? Is it a thumbs up, sideways thumbs, or thumb down?
It was a thumbs up.
Yeah.
We would definitely go back.
Yeah, we would definitely go back.
I think Charlie gives it a paw
He gives it a paw up for sure, yeah. And the last little note here, because every time we do a Harvest Host, we learn a little something about the RV. And what we learn is how the RV operates without water, sewer, and power. And so in this instance, and what I mean is like plug-in power, because we still have battery power, so that's a thing. what we confirmed is we have no inverter outlets.
Which we kind of knew that.
this,
Yeah, we
but
kind of knew that, but none
yeah.
of our outlets will run off the battery.
Yeah. Other than the refrigerator.
Other than the refrigerator.
Yeah.
Yes, that's
When we have the inverter turned on, that pulls power from the battery to power the refrigerator. But some RVs have, like our friends Judy and Stephanie of in the moment. For some reason, I was like, what is it again? In the moment, yeah. They have a Riverstone, and they have a couple of plugs in their RV that are on the inverter.
certain RVs
Certain
do
RVs
that.
do, yeah.
I think we just didn't get.
This one does not.
Just didn't have that here.
Yeah, this one does not. But we learned that, and we confirmed that. And then it looks like there was something here with the water pump, but I don't remember what happened with the water pump. So I think that's it, folks. This is the Dirty South Barbecue House in Yuma, Arizona. Gets a thumbs up for us as a one night harvest host stop. We really like that, and yeah.
So like.
Yeah, give us a like.
Give us a like.
Give us a subscribe.
Subscribe.
Hang out with us.
It'll help our channel.
Yes. We are trying to get to
No, we don't even have anything now.
Yeah, but
We're
we were saying 1K by New Year's Day, and then we were saying 1K by St. Patrick's Day.
So
but we're all past all those.
We're
things.
past all those. So.
And we're still going for the 1K.
Yeah.
So jump on in, hang out with us, find out about campground reviews. As you're planning your summer plans, you might want to know this. You might also want to know that it's divided. All of our videos are just divided by state. And so if you're looking to travel to Nevada, Arizona, all the places we've been in the West, you can find those things divided by state. And don't forget to pick up your planning mug. We'll put a link to our bonfire store. We've got some nice swag. We got mugs, we got t-shirts, and all kinds of stuff over there. So don't forget to go there.
Yep.
And we'll see you at the next stop. Bye.
Bye.